So I always have my runners run so I can watch how they move right before we start. Then he's going to come over here to me. And I'm going to take him through the 3 phases of running. So first I'm going to teach him how to stand. Then I'm going to teach him how to fall and how to pull his foot from the ground. Let him come over here. So face me. So what I want him to do is he's going to bend his knees. Stand up nice and tall. And I want him to slide his ankle bone up his leg. So he's going to slide his ankle bone up his leg. Okay, and then I'm going to correct his posture. So bend your elbows like this. Look straight ahead. Right. So what we're looking for is that he can keep his ears over his shoulder, his shoulders over his hip, and then his hip is over his ankle. So we also call from here down, this is the figure 4 position. This is the optimal position for running. And what most people do is they'll lock this knee. So I have to do this to have him feel his knee bend. And then his thigh bone points down, ankle under hip. So this is how you want to be in your running position. Okay? So then what I want to teach him is how he got his foot to that running position. So he'll put his foot back on the ground for me. Good. I'm going to have him bend his knees. And what I want him to do is he's going to pull his foot under my foot. So notice that I'm having to manually do this, and the reason is because this action of pulling is a reflex. Your hamstring will reflexively pull, but we don't practice reflex. So it's not a natural habit. So go ahead and try that by yourself. And you see he wants to use his knee, and this is why there's so much knee pain in running. So the knee is a joint, doesn't really have a muscle on it. So I want him to not use his knee, but to try to think, I want to get this part of my ankle under my hip. So I'm pulling. There you go. It's a very eye-opening experience for people that have never understood or really worked on using their hamstring before. And so this is why you have to have a coach, because someone needs to help you feel that position, right? Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to teach him how to fall. So what I'm going to do is have him stand with his knees bent. Why we have our knees bent, by the way, is because a lock joint can't handle impact. I can't jump on a lock joint, but when my knee is bent, I can be a spring. So try being a spring for a second. Very nice. So that's very easy for him. So he's going to look past me, and I'm going to ask him to literally trust me and to fall into my hands. So fall. And see, part of the response, very natural, is for people to lock their knees out because it's a response to them not wanting to fall, right? The other problem is, where's he looking? So I want him to look ahead, his head neutral, bend his knees, and he's falling. Good. So now he's falling. It's a little bit more trust happening. Alright? So now I'm going to ask him to fall, and now start to run in place. Start to run. Good. And I want him to pull a little bit quicker. That's good. And then I'm going to let go, and he wasn't falling. And you know that because when I let him go, he didn't go forward. Okay? So I deal with this all the time, and it's great because it helps you to see how a simple movement can become so complicated, right? So we practice a lot of falling against a wall so that people can get comfortable falling without worrying about the trust part of the wall. So right now, something for him to understand and to do is that this part of my body is my gas pedal. So if I want to go forward and my hips go forward, I move forward. If I go backwards with my hips, because this is your general center of mass. So just like a tire on a car, the wheel will spin faster, but the tire doesn't leave the car, right? So I want my feet to stay under me and to move with my center. That's what I'm trying to teach him. Now watch what I'm going to do. He's going to face that way. I'm going to put my hands here. Okay, look ahead and run down. Good. I've got this. Now start to run in place. So now he's falling. It's not so scary because I'm 2% of your body weight versus if you put your foot in front of you to run, that's 3 times your body weight. So that's going to really change the injury part. Okay? So I also want him to understand this. Standing here like this, okay? Bend his knee. So he has to pull his foot from the ground before the sprint. Get it? Pull, and again. Good. And again. Good. Pull. Pull. Pull straight up. Pull. And what's bringing his other foot down? Breath. Right? So if I just pull my foot from the ground, so your job pull. If my job is just to pull my foot, the other foot will always land. I don't have to do anything. So that if I want to run forward and I'm pulling, that will just happen. Okay? Pull. 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 So right now it's still feeling a little bit awkward for him. I want him to find a rhythm. So in order to be able to really use good muscle elasticity, I want him to pull at a cadence of 180. So now he's running, and he's running in really good form. So go ahead and turn this way. Okay, so he's got great form right now. I'm just going to fix his position a little bit, his posture. So here he is falling. This time I'm going to hold his biceps, look ahead. Start to run. Good, now start to pull. Good. Take it really quickly. 3, 2, 1, and off he goes. So now you can see he's responding to falling and pulling his foot up quicker, right? A little bit better. Yeah. So then he's going to start to understand that if he wants to go faster, he just needs to get his hips to move forward, and his feet will respond by picking up quicker, just like the old tire analogy. Okay. So let's try one more time. Just face me one more time. So stand in your position. Pull, 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 up, 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 up. Look past me. So now I'm going to have him fall into both of my hands. Here. And it's 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice. So now, go ahead and just run by us again. Pull as quick as you can. Good. Come back one more time. Pull, 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 pull. Good. Now we can see there's a little bit more efficiency in his movement. And what he has to practice the most is either find a partner or find a wall, stand in his position, learn to fall forward, and change support. And the better I get at doing that, then running just becomes a much better experience. Thank you.